Can cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Link make you a millionaire in a very short period of time, such as a year? So can these cryptocurrencies actually get to make you a whole lot of money? Because I know a lot of you guys really want to be financially independent. So this is one of the reasons why we are going to be looking at every little bit of details so that we can actually get to gauge, or rather get to, determine how likely we are going to become millionaires, especially after a very short period of time, because 12 months is like a very short period of time. So without further ado, I go by the name of Muna, aka Beyond 10X. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe, be part of the family, and enjoy making profits after profits. So obviously we are going to start everything with Litecoin, because Litecoin has been performing tremendously well and it has been in a very good uptrend. I don't know why am I doing that with my hand. That's very, very weird. So anyhow, today's price is actually $50, right? And in yesterday's episode, we obviously talked about the fact that Litecoin was actually going to drop down to about $46. Obviously the price dropped down yesterday, and I hope that you guys had the privilege of getting to scoop a little bit of Litecoin. So obviously if we go back to the daily, right, we had this amazing breakdown over here and we almost wicked all the way to about $46. Remember what I told you? A very good buying zone for Litecoin at this particular point of time is about $46 all the way to about $35. So if the price of Litecoin is going to drop below $35, you guys are supposed to be scooping it up like no man's business. We are in a very good uptrend. We just basically had like a bullish sort of divergence, or rather crossover there, when it comes to the converging of the RSI line, which is a white line, with the red line, which is like an EMA line. In this particular case, it should be the 13 EMA line. So we are obviously coming from areas of being oversold, and we are gaining a little bit of traction, especially to the upside, which is very, very good. And we still have a whole lot of growth to do as far as getting back to our previous all-time high. So I'm very optimistic about Litecoin, and due to the fact that it already had its halving a few months ago, I think we are literally very safe. Like, there's literally a very good risk to reward ratio. I mean, all you gotta do is just pack yourself a little bit of Litecoin, forget about it, and then just come back after 6 to 7 months, and you guys are going to be like, wow, I really did a very good job trying to scoop Litecoin at these extremely low prices. And the fact still stands that the daily is doing tremendously well, and we just have to have those down days, especially for you guys who are trying to buy Litecoin. Please do not buy when the price is extremely up. You always have to look forward to these down days. Like, just look forward to like 48 to about 72 hours of down time, especially on Litecoin. That's really going to give you like a very good buying opportunity, because you do not want to end up buying an asset and then it starts going down. Just try to like scoop it at a very low price so that you can be a little bit safer psychologically, because trading is all about emotional control, and sometimes when you really get to buy at a very bad entry, you're just going to be paranoid, and you're just going to end up working your nerves. So I don't really think that is very, very helpful to you guys. So the other important news that I really wanted to share with you is due to the fact that Litecoin is actually going to be implementing the Mimble Wimble, which is going to be coming up like pretty soon. This was actually posted on 31st December 2019, so this is like pretty fresh information. And the other thing that I really wanted to like talk to you guys is due to the fact that when it comes to privacy with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is obviously the largest cryptocurrency, right? There isn't like a whole lot of privacy. So a lot of people are particularly concerned about this. If Litecoin can actually get to implement the Mimble Wimble, which is actually a very good feature that a cryptocurrency such as Greencoin, I'm sure you guys remember Greencoin, right? I told you not to FOMO into Greencoin, and then ever since it has been declining in value, because when you talk about the inflation rate, with Greencoin, right, it has been poorly done. Like, trust me, I really like the Mimble Wimble feature because it sort of gives you privacy, because you can't really see where the transactions are actually going and coming from, because everything is like abstracted. So But the only bad thing about Greencoin is, you know, the implementation. Who was thinking about the inflation model and just how everything is going to be added to the market in terms of, you know, the circulating supply? So that was like a very huge disappointment because these guys were like absolutely crazy. But if we talk about the, you know, the circulating supply of Litecoin and basically the inflation rate when it comes to Litecoin, right, it is obviously better than Greencoin. So if Litecoin can actually get to implement the Mimble Wimble and if it's going to be very functional, I'm sure it's going to do very well. So obviously there's one developer, he goes by the name of, you know, David Burket. He's actually the lead developer on the Litecoin Mimble Wimble proposal. So this guy is actually being funded by the Litecoin community and Charles, what's his name? I've forgotten the founder of Litecoin. Is it Charles Lee? Guys, I'm dealing with a whole lot of things, so please forgive me. But you know, I've got his face in my head, not in a bad way. That literally came out very weird. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, Charlie Lee, yeah. Is it Charlie Lee? Yeah, okay, that guy. You guys already know him. I'm probably going to have a picture of him somewhere here. So obviously this guy has actually gotten to raise about 18K, which is going to help them facilitate these updates in terms of you know, getting to implement the Mimble Wimble. So if Litecoin can actually beat Bitcoin as far as privacy is concerned, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be flocking to Litecoin, and eventually they are definitely going to add privacy to Bitcoin because obviously everything is experimented on Litecoin, because obviously Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin and everything gets to get tested on Litecoin. So this is one of the reasons why even the Lightning node was actually first of all implemented on Litecoin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So if Litecoin can actually get to have a little bit of privacy, right, the Mimble Wimble is going to be like a very good game changer, because a lot of people just don't really understand how privacy is important. I mean, just think about this. Let's say you have your virtual card, right? Let's say Visa or MasterCard, right? Imagine if people can actually see the amount of money that is contained or rather, you know, stored in that particular card, right? If anybody who's got, you know, the number, or if you go to your shop and you buy something, right, and then those people can actually see where you sent the money and how much money you received, it's not that safe, if I can put it that way. So anybody who's got your Bitcoin public key, they can literally see what has been happening in your account, where you sent the money, you know, who gave you the money. So I think we need to have a little bit of privacy. I mean, when it comes to tax purposes, right, we can volunteer to, like, you know, present that information if need arises, you know, aka tax purposes. So I just really think privacy is very, very, very important. So obviously, big shout out to this guy, David Burket. I really hope that the Mimble Wimble implementation is going to be done at a very faster rate and we can have a little bit of privacy. So what is going to happen to the price of Litecoin when privacy is going to be implemented? I really think a lot of people are going to be buying Litecoin. So this is actually one of the reasons why you guys have to definitely get in as soon as possible. So yeah, by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please think twice before you buy anything, because everything is extremely risky, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because I personally lost a whole lot of money listening to random people and just basically getting to invest based on their recommendations. So when it comes to my YouTube channel, right, I am extremely picky when it comes to dishing out these different investment advice, if I can put it that way. So you guys better definitely do your own due diligence. So anyway, moving on, let's look at the GitHub of Litecoin, because it's very important to look at the number of commits, you know, as far as developing the protocol, you know, because you just want to like see exactly what the developers are doing. Because to be honest with you guys, a lot of these people are basically just getting rich doing, you know, drugs, getting high off of coke, and just basically getting to like squander our hard-earned money. So this is one of the reasons why you always have to like see what the hell these cryptocurrencies have been doing. So if we take a look at the commits of Litecoin, right, it has about 18,124 commits, and the last update was actually done, I don't know, like a very long time ago, right? So 11 months ago. These are the updates that I'm seeing. Obviously, if you get to like break everything down, right, we've obviously got more recent commits. So yeah, I will definitely look into, you know, the GitHub portal that this guy is actually going to be, you know, doing his development, so that I can actually see where the progress is, because I really want to like know that everything is working according to schedule, if you know what I mean. So David, please kindly hurry up on the Mimble Wimble privacy feature, because we definitely need it. So Litecoin for me is definitely a buy. Anything between $46 all the way to about $35 if we happen to have like a very crazy breakdown in terms of the price, right? Anything which is going to be below $35 is going to be like an absolute bargain for a whole lot of people. So anyway, so the apparent price of Bitcoin Cash is $265, and the past few weeks have been very good for Bitcoin Cash, right? And obviously a lot of you guys are thinking like, hey, why the hell should you buy Bitcoin Cash? It's obviously run by lunatics. There's a whole lot of craziness going on as far as the leadership is concerned, right? Guys, I really understand that. And when I just first got into cryptocurrencies, right, I was all about, you know, investing for the right cause. But when it comes to making money in cryptocurrencies, right, it doesn't really matter. Okay, the most important thing is right now Bitcoin Cash is extremely undervalued as far as its recent all-time high was, or rather its previous all-time high was. I mean, if we take a look at the you know, all-time high, I think that was like around 1,726. It actually started off around $4,000. So if we take a look at where the current price is, right, it's only hovering around $265, which is extremely far away from even its you know, last attempt to go to its previous all-time high around 1,617. So basically you can really get to like make a whole lot of money. And if you take a look at the different oscillators that we have, right, obviously we are having another bullish divergence right over there when it comes to the RSI line crossing over with the 13 exponential moving average, which happens to be the red line, right? So obviously we are just beginning to like gather momentum. So to me, this is like absolutely a no-brainer as far as risk to reward is concerned. But of course, you just have to pick your entries. Remember what we talked about, right, as far as trading with the trend, right? If you take a look at the weekly, right, the weekly is up, so you obviously want to be trading with the 4-hourly. So always wait for the down time, especially on the daily interval. So weekly, daily, 4-hourly. So weekly is up, 4-hourly should be up in order for you to like get into any cryptocurrency, right, which is having a very good weekly divergence, right? So just get in on the 4-hourly, but make sure that the daily is down. So please only get to buy BCH on down days. So according to the triple trading system, right, this is one of the reasons why every time Bitcoin Cash was actually having like major dumps, especially on the daily, right, you could have ended up making a whole lot of money, right, especially when you had like bullish divergences, especially on the 4-hourly. So if you guys don't really know exactly what I'm talking about, please watch this video, which is about to pop up right over here. All right, triple trend trading system is very important. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to like buying BCH, which is Bitcoin Cash, and there's very low liquidity. Let me tell you like one very important secret as far as trading cryptocurrencies is concerned. So if you take a look at cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin Cash, right, obviously a lot of people are very annoyed at Bitcoin Cash. There isn't like a whole lot of supporters, right? And I know there's like a few of you, there's you, and there's you over there, right? But there's a lot of people who have turned their back against Bitcoin Cash, right? So that means it doesn't really have a whole lot of liquidity. So if this thing starts pumping, it's going to end up pumping a whole lot. So this is one of the reasons why we are having these gigantic increases in the price, because there's like very little liquidity. So just all you gotta do is trade with the trend, and you guys are going to be good. You guys are going to be making profits after profits, and if we can get in early oh my god, guys, by the end of this year we are going to end up making a whole lot of money, and I really want you guys to be very ready. So this is one of the reasons why in a day Bitcoin Cash is actually able to like grow around 12%. If you guys are using leverage, that's quite a whole lot of money. So just get with the program. Forget about the cryptocurrency wars, Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash. Me no care. I just want to make a whole lot of money. And right now, this thing looks like it's going to go to the moon. So guys, I am very excited. So anyway, moving on, we are going to be looking at Chainlink. Chainlink has been one of those cryptocurrencies which has been flying under the radar as far as my portfolio is concerned, because I don't really own like a whole lot of Chainlink, but this is a very promising cryptocurrency and it was actually performing extremely well, especially during the bear market. So this is something which is very, very exciting for me. So obviously, if we take a look at the market cap, it's only about 784 million US dollars, and let's say, I think like roughly in a very good market environment, right, we can actually get to pump up all the way to about 5 billion US dollars. So that's like literally you know, like a 4x from now, which is like very, very conservative. So Chainlink is actually one of those cryptocurrencies which is actually on my radar. And if we take a look at so going back to the RSI, right, we are obviously having the same situation as far as Link is concerned. So let's go back to the weekly. The weekly seems to be doing very well. Same thing, guys, same thing. We are having a bullish divergence there on the weekly, so that really means we can have very good buying opportunities. And right now, if you take a look at what has been happening, right, Link has been pumping very well. I mean, this week we have had like a growth of about 15 to 20%, so which is very, very good. So obviously getting to buy now is something which is going to be very bad for you guys, because we are coming from a very good, you know, oversold area, or rather overbought, because we are like literally starting to decline on the daily. So it's very important for you guys to just get in when the RSI actually gets to cool off a little bit. So please do not just FOMO in right now. Pick the right time to get in, because as you can see from the volume zone oscillator right over here, right, we still have quite a whole lot of you know, selling to persevere. So it's very important for us to just wait for the price to actually come back down to this green level right over here. So if I were you, I wouldn't get in right now. I would just wait for the price to consolidate a little bit. I think it's going to be very you know, better for you to like get to buy close to the 20 daily moving average right over here. So anything which is going to be below $2 is going to be very good for you. But otherwise, I'm just going to give you another update as far as you know, very good buying entries are concerned as far as Link is concerned. So that's going to be coming up. So this is one of the reasons why you guys have to be part of my YouTube channel. I'm going to be dropping all these videos like on a daily basis, so please stay in tune with my YouTube channel. Turn on post notifications, because right now I don't want to give you a buy recommendation at this particular moment, because we can actually end up dropping a little bit, because we just definitely have to like cool off and just gather some more steam by being a little bit oversold, especially when going to the downside. So please just put it on your watch list. Just, you know, pounce on it a little bit later. I'm just giving you a heads up on the type of cryptocurrencies which have got like a very good risk to reward and earning potential as far as profits are concerned. So basically, this is all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Be good, have fun, and practice safe trading. So obviously I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit later. It's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x, and have a great time. It's been fun, and yeah, I really enjoy seeing your lovely faces, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. I just want to take this humble opportunity to say thank you. You guys have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.